Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently attacking the those guys, the Zepadrigan Forerunners. Apparently words are incredibly difficult right now. We've already pretty much wiped them out, and we're just waiting for our ground armies to go through and convince them of that fact. We've also got our Juggernaut good to go, and that is moving in over here to help reinforce. We've also got our mega shipyard online for now, but we are still working on upgrading it. This is still only the first level, so we're going to be boosting it to a mega shipyard core soon enough. Excellent, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit this reinforce all button, get rid of half of our alloy deficit right there. Fantastic. And we have successfully invaded over here. So, I want to go land on... that's pretty spicy. Okay. All of these are a little bit spooky. So I think we'll come back to those after a good solid bombardment. And we'll land on the Preserve instead. How are we doing over here? That's at 645 and dropping rapidly. Okay, and this here is 557. Okay. So I would like to move the Baronel fragments up over here. Can we bombard with the Juggernaut? And can we move while constructing? We can move while constructing ships. That's fascinating. We're going to enter orbit of Mother here, and we're going to see if we can bombard. We can. That is slightly insane. It doesn't look like it's hugely effective. But it can happen. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves explosive weapon attack speed, I guess, and applied superconductivity should do the trick. Fantastic. And we'll spend another 13,000 alloys. There we go.
Enemy planet secure.
Fantastic. We'll go land over here. And I would like to move the Baronel fragments up over here. I think it's now completely worthwhile that it comes and helps the bombardment at Mother, because this is kind of spooky, and our Juggernaut can bombard, but I wouldn't say it's great at it. So that's a thing. Look at all these shipyards we have control of now. We're going to have to get rid of a lot of these stations, but that's okay. So this invasion should be no real problem. We can activate a relic, and I'm kind of not gonna. I don't feel like that's a super important thing to do right now. But there's our deficit gone. Fantastic. We're up to a total naval cap of 1,755. Technically, we could have another fleet. That is kind of insanity. I'm not sure we would ever need one. I mean, that said, it's useful to have more fleets, right? So maybe. Okay, we should be dealing with these death caps quite soon. And our bombardments of their capital planets are proceeding according to plan. We'll just go ahead and invade over here. Gazillion shards are currently not in orbit of the star, and they definitely should be. There we go. They're in orbit now, but They're not getting the anchorage bonus, or the true crew gestation chambers bonus, and I'm not sure why they're not. Oh, because they need to be in orbit of Castor Station, not of the star. I'm an idiot. There we go. Much better. Fantastic. Okay, so we are going to be assaulting over here momentarily.
Construction complete.
That should be no problem. And how are we doing over here? Mother is down to 23.99, Brother 12.30, and Cradle is... Okay, so we're going to want to assault Brother first, for sure.
Planetary invasion begun.
And we should have no problem with this invasion. I'm going to go ahead and queue up a few more clone armies, though, because we are going to need them when we attack the Tranzaru assimilators. Okay, I queued up something along the lines of 40 armies. That'll take a while to build, but that's fine. Not too concerned about that. Okay, so this army is just about done. Just need to work on this morale here. And there goes the morale. They were killing the backline first, which I don't like, but there we go. No concerns. Disengaged, and it's over.
Planet secure.
Okay, we'll go ahead and bring these guys up over here, and we need to attack Brother first. Okay. So we are chipping away at these garrisons. That's fantastic. Devastation just ticked up to 67. So that's perfect. Very much like to see that. Hierarchy of Ionis just completed their Colossus. It's rude. We're not a member of the Galactic Community because their focus is on resolving the war in heaven, huh? Well, I can help them with that. Yeah. That should already be over, in all honesty. The Galactic Entente should have already crushed the Kemplar. Like, seriously, they have so little left. Maybe we should take out the Kemplar next, instead of the Tranzaru. I mean, it would probably eliminate some of this lag. They have a system over here. They have this. And they have this. Now, we're closed borders with the Maravanda Trading Coalition, which is unfortunate for us. But we can get to everything else that they have. Okay. I think that's what we do.
Rocket new tech.
Okay, so we are currently landing on Brother. That's down to 860. So I'm going to go ahead and move the Lentopaz fragments over here to prepare to attack the Kemplar. We can do a twofold attack over here. And then one just goes in and grabs this real quick. It should be sufficient. We'll send the Trentite fragments over here to prepare. And of course, we are currently maxed out as soon as our constructions finish anyway. Okay, nerve dampeners is done. Let's go for cell revitalization 10 next. Excellent. So yeah, I think the Tranzaru will target after the Kemplar. Let's wrap up the war in heaven, and hopefully... Oh, hello. I didn't see this little pocket. We can't get there, though. The Galactic Entente has borders closed to us. We don't have closed borders with them, but they're hostile to us. For reasons. Good reasons, but reasons nonetheless.
Innovation rollout.
Okay. Well, our conquest of the galaxy has begun. And honestly, nobody's really going to be too much of a threat. Between our two giant holdings and our scattering around of a whole bunch of other ones, especially once we take out the Trinzaru, we're going to be... I mean, we're already unstoppable. I'm going to go ahead and move our Juggernaut over to this front.
Enemy planet secure.
Excellent. I'll go our bombardments over here. So we've secured Brother. Cradle is at 2001. 1860 on Mother. So I think we'll wait a bit. And we'll just get in position. Let's see. The Lentopaz... Actually, the Frisidian shards can come over here and prepare to attack the Kemplar. On this front. Not that it'll be very difficult. This is a big ol' lag spike. The game actually just stopped responding. Hopefully it comes back. There we go. Okay. They gave up. That's perfect. So, to that end, Omnifarious Acquisition, we definitely need to re-up that. The Throndrite Shards, I think we can move in over here. The Sakurine Shards, I think we can move in down over here. Baronel Fragments are currently there. They can honestly kind of just go home. I feel like we can just hold them in reserve. And everybody else is pretty much moving. So we've got this pocket of Kemplar that we can't get to. We've got this pocket of Kemplar that we can get to. This one that we can't. And this one that we can. So I think we're just going to wait for all of our fleets to arrive at their destinations. And then we're going to go after the Kemplar. We are going to end this war in heaven. Let's go ahead and get all of these armies down over into this location. They can start coming on over. And this transport fleet can join too as soon as the autosave is done. There we go. So we do still have some ships in flight. And it'll take a few more days. Before we declare this war, I do want to go through our planets again, because we have some of these that need some work, right? Like this one. This would be a decent mining world. It's only got 6 mining districts available, but that would still be fine. So what I'm thinking right now is we put in a spawning pool, and then we put in a... Actually, we can put in a gas extraction well. That'll be fine. We can then put in a mineral purification plant. And then, from there, we could put in an auto-curating vault once we can, and a couple synaptic nodes. And then a bunch of mining districts. Like that. And this would become, then, a mining world. Because we need some of those. We need a source of minerals. This here would also be a good mining world. And it does have a sky dome, which I'm okay with. I'm going to leave that there. We'll build a spawning pool. And then we will build a mineral purification plant. And an auto-curating vault. And a million mining districts. There we go. Fantastic. This is a fringe planet here, currently. This would also kind of be an okay mining world. So we really need mining worlds. So we will go ahead and do that. We will have a spawning pool. Not a stronghold, a spawning pool. And then we will have a mineral purification plant. And then an auto-curating vault. And that's it for now. And then a bunch of mining districts. Like so. This is currently a fortress world. This... A lot of these things we can't replace. These affluent centers are kind of useless for us, though. As are these fortresses. We're currently missing housing, so I think we'll build a hive warren here. And then I would like to build something. This is currently a fortress world. It produces quite a lot of energy, but also these minerals. Let's go ahead and call it a mining world. It's not exactly that, but we can then put in mineral purification plants here and some mining districts. Okay, that's exciting. This is a fortress world here. These nourishment centers, we actually want to repair these. We can't repair this one. This fortress, I'm going to replace with a spawning pool. And we'll call that good for now, and we'll come back to Mother a little bit later. This foundry station needs jobs. That's done. This refinery station needs jobs. And I feel like we replace this waste reprocessing center with alloy foundries and change this over to a foundry station. These just don't produce enough jobs. So this is a refinery world here that just needs a job. That's done. Easy enough. Foundry needs a job. We'll repair these. Foundry needs a job. We'll also give it some housing while we're at it. Foundry needs a job. This is a mining world here. So I think we will go ahead and go for a synaptic node. Fringe planet here needs additional food production, I think. Hydroponics farms. That'll be fine. Okay, this refinery world here. This is not much of a refinery world, I'll be honest. This is more of an all-over-the-place world. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to replace this research complex with an auto-curating vault. Replace this spawning pool with a synaptic node. And then I'm going to replace this food processing facility with a chemical plant. We'll call that good for now. I have no idea what that actually is, that world. Okay. How are we doing on our moats? We're doing reasonably fine. We're doing very okay on our alloys, so I think we should make these into refinery stations and go for chemical plants here. This into a refinery station, and we'll go for exotic gas. Refinery station, chemical plant. Refinery station, exotic gas. Refinery station, chemical plant. And exotic gas. Like so. Okay. Anything else to do here? This generator world should be a mining world. Absolutely should be a mining world. That is a lot of mining districts that we can build here. This is currently a generator station. We will repair the energy nexus and build in a bioreactor. Same thing here. This is a bioreactor right now. We'll build an energy grid. This is a hydroponics farm. We will replace that with an energy grid, and then we will build a bioreactor here. This is currently a refinery station. And there's a maintenance depot here. We will go ahead and build... This is a refinery station. We'll build a chemical plant here. And then an exotic gas refinery here. And then a chemical plant here. we're not hurting for energy, so that's okay. For this, I think we'll go ahead and build a chemical plant. That'll give us our job that we need, but we'll also build a reactor district for additional jobs. Build an exotic gas refinery here. Chemical plant here. This should, of course, be refinery stations. Ooh, that doesn't look pretty. I think it actually is still having all of the effects. Like, I think we're still seeing a lot of deviancy on those worlds. It's just not telling us about it. I don't know. Maybe not. This habitat also needs stuff, so we'll do that. Okay, almost done here. This is a fringe planet, and this is a lot of food production. So, yeah, that's okay. It's currently designated as a nest planet, but it's not going to be. This is a mining world. Look at all those mining districts. But we're out of minerals. I think I'm actually going to purchase just 1,000 minerals here. Just to build a mineral purification plant and spawning pool. Okay, excellent. So now we're pretty much ready to attack the Kemplar just as soon as our ships are in place. And I realize I was paused basically that whole time, and so our ships weren't moving. They're moving now, assuming this month tick goes through. There we go. Excellent. So most of these stations are queued up. This one is not. We'll go ahead and queue that one up. Excellent. That one is. That one is. That one is. Yep, these all look good so far.
Rocket new tech.
This one we need to queue up, as we do with that one. And then these are fully queued. Okay. There's our energy credits. Order restored on Kahoma. That's good. We will go ahead and do energy weapon damage. Now, we're going to need to manage some shipyards up over here. There's no doubt about that. For example, this guy. We don't need a citadel here. 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 We do need a citadel here and here and here. However, we're going to have to refit these. Gun, missile, hangar. Gun, missile, hangar. Defense grid supercomputer. Communications jammer. Disruption field generator. Okay, and then we're going to need to put up defense platforms. But we need that disruption field, or the defense grid supercomputer, rather, to be put up. So that's fine. We're actually going to get the defense grid supercomputer up first this time. Communications jammer, disruption field generator, gun, missile, hangar, gun, missile, hangar. Okay. So that'll do for now. That brings our number of star bases down to 61. Is there another one that we can get rid of? I would argue yes. We can get rid of one of these anchorages. We are way over where we need to be. So I'm going to downgrade this one. And that puts us at 60 out of 60. Perfect. Okay, I think we are almost ready to declare this war. Our military fleets are just about all in position. All we have is our Juggernaut moving in. That seems okay. We don't have to attack with our Juggernaut, after all. So if we were to declare on these guys, nobody would join. Just us and the Kemplar.
We have declared war.
And so it's done. Okay, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will eliminate the Kemplar quite quickly. Like, they're not going to put up much of a threat. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.